Hello everyone at Christ Church. This is John Dickinson, JD, as you all know me. My wife and daughters and I have been members of Christ Church, this marvelous community, since the fall of '98, so coming up right on 14 years. One of the most amazing things for me was how quickly I got involved with several small groups, including the men's ministry. There's a group of 6 or 8 of us that get together for coffee on Thursday mornings. What happened most recently is truly amazing in my life, one of these kind of top 5 events. So in early June of this year, I had not been with these guys more than 2 or 3 times in 2012 to that point. And I got up this Thursday morning, not planning to be there, and I just felt this tremendous push that I just had to go. And I didn't know going there if that meant that one of the other guys in the group had some tragedy, or I didn't know if there was something else going on. So I showed up. They gave me grief. I think I was called to look at what the cat dragged in, which was a very, apropos comment given how long I'd been gone. So sure enough, about 24 hours later, I realized I'd gotten 3 voicemails on my office line within 5 minutes, one from my brother, one from my sister-in-law, and one from my father. My sister-in-law said, "John, you need to call your father immediately." My brother's was, "John, you need to call Dad right away." And then the only humorous part of all of this was my dad said, "John, I need to tell you something about your mother, but it's not urgent." So I kidded my dad afterwards about how he defined urgent, but that's a whole other matter. But in all seriousness, my mother fell off a 5-foot wall, landed on her face on a brick sidewalk. She had brain damage, she had hemorrhaging, she had numerous broken bones, and she was taken to the MCV Trauma Center. That sat Friday night, and for the first day or 2, it wasn't at all clear that she was going to make it. And then after she made it, through that period of time, it wasn't clear if she would be paralyzed, if she'd have permanent brain damage. There were just a lot of question marks. I looked at my wife and I said, "Isn't it amazing, for the first time in 4 months, that I got together with my brothers in Christ yesterday?" And I said, "That can't be an accident." My relationship with men in some ways is probably not unlike a lot of men, in that we're really good at having superficial relationships and at talking about the Red Sox and talking about the weather and talking about how much you're traveling for work, but probably not a lot of deep relationships. Now I'm in a situation where I can have very deep relationships with a broader group of people and have it in a very nurturing, caring, loving way. And miracles happen. And my mother walked out of the hospital on her own volition the following Friday, and she has next to no lasting after effects. But having that group of men in my life that I knew that I could turn to and tell them that I was scared that my mom was going to die was really, really amazing.